Here's the stream again. And I'm posting an update. Here's the spring water where it goes across the road. Well, under the road. But you see all this thick vegetation dying out? I actually remember back as a kid, oddly enough, picking up plants exactly like these. And I clearly remember building like a dam with them. They hold back water. And this being a spring, and see, look I cleared that whole section with ice cold water. It took an hour, but I cleared as much as I could. I'll finish clearing the rest that goes to the creek. Now, if anybody knows how Lifeforce is in the spring water, that's why it's healing water. It's from Mother Nature. It's water directly from Earth, filtered through the Earth. Regardless of how toxic you find it to be, it's been processed, transmuted, and cleansed through the Earth. It's healthy to drink from certain sources. And now, but this is what I'm doing. I'm doing conservation. Because see, I'm removing the weeds. And if you think about it, this is real, physical, honest grid work. This is what real grid work is. Taking care of nature, fixing nature, taking care of the wild animals remotely as possible without disturbing them. Coming in and clearing ways like this to maintain a living environment. Because look, it's starting to kill off the bushes, killing off the trees, and you all might say pollution and yada yada BS, but no. This stream provides life force for all this vegetation, this lush greenery. I mean, look how green this all is. And you see that bush right there? Look at that. Look at that. It's dying out because it requires extra substance, and these swamp plants, if you think about it, is an invasive species, and it gets overpopulated and causes problems. It's probably not meant to be in certain areas, but so many people neglect to think about this and don't get back to their original state. That's what this earth is trying to do. It's trying to rid itself of all these parasites, especially on the internet, all the mimicking AI all over the internet, and which most people don't realize they're an unforeseen source, AI drones, that aren't even in the internet, that still populate the area that people are not aware of. So maybe more should get off the internet, stop feeding your egos, to nicely put, and just try to get back to Earth. Try to take care of it. That's upgrading. That's your root system healing. That's clearing out. I just cleared this whole thing out. And I just cleared all this, and on a spiritual, physical level, I literally was clearing out my entire root foundation, removing all my roots, and establishing one or two main, thick, strong roots. So I'm not siphoning off the earth's energy, so I'm not siphoning too much, because when you overdo it like this, you're holding back growth. If you can think of it in context like this, you're holding back your own growth by focusing on things you don't need. I mean, there can be a spiritual connection, an energetic connection to everything I'm talking about. To have a sturdy foundation, you don't need millions of roots. You just need main root system. So you're not clogging up energies and are filtering out and expanding. That's what expansion is allowing to everything let go. Clear it away. And just be yourself, entirely your authentic, true self, and let it flow. Stop copying people's ideas. Stop copying information. Stop focusing on things that are not helping you and things that internally help you on a healthy level. Because being on that internet and all that media siphoning people's energies with all the mimicking AI drones that people aren't totally aware of, but it's there regardless you're aware of it or not. I'm just becoming more energetic sensitive to my entire surroundings, including the parasite factor. When there's an invasive species, you eradicate it, and that's what Earth is doing. The volcanoes ramping up, earthquakes. It's an extinction event extinction event to per se, trying to filter out what doesn't belong here. Do you belong here? Are you a part of Earth? Do you have authentic connections? And I got my kid waiting in the car. She didn't realize I was recording, yelling, "Mom!" But I had brung her out to get true, authentic grounding. The old school way. This is what true grid work is. Helping the Earth's grid physically on an energetic level in so many ways is far more helpful than pissing on the internet. No offense to anyone that thinks that's what they're up to. There's so much more to it. Your physical connects with your energetic self, which is exactly the same for Earth and all the animals and all the beings and all the uptick. And I kid you not, I saw a raccoon in the middle of the day on the long side of the road, and they're nocturnal. Things are drastically changing. Animals are being sensitive to everything. And I even saw, I kid you not, it was probably like a message, I'm sure. I saw all the a water bird from the ocean, and I'm in Wisconsin. And look at all this cool. Look at reseeding. I don't know if you can see that. Let's see if I can zoom in. There. It's like snowing. These random seedlings. Earth trying to take itself back and regrowth process. That's all they've ever been. And it's all perspective. It's all based on perspective. Dandelion roots. Everyone thinks it's a weed. Mother Nature put it here to help us detox. Other animals, I'm pretty sure, eat it as well that we're unaware of to detox themselves. But think about it. Why do we have to detox and purge? Because we're eating stuff that doesn't belong to us. We weren't raised with it. We weren't born in an environment healthy. Mother Nature was meant to support us in every way. I'm trying hard to get back to nature. My Patreon, check out my Patreon. I'm just starting it. I got 2 sections on beetroot, how important and healthy beetroot is, and how important seaweed is for iodine because of the heavy increase in solar flares and activity. The radiation pounding in, that's why people are sick. I mean, no one can get some common knowledge anymore and common sense. You want to listen to all this BS? Granted, I'm not a doctor, but I have more intuition in my pinky than anybody on that pushing pills. Because this is strictly through my own physical, spiritual experiences. I'm not a professional soliciting at all whatsoever because they are beyond professional. I'm sorry, but I can read everything they do in a book as well. It doesn't take a rocket science to figure things out and open your mind to new perspectives and new ideas and try to take care of yourself on a healthier, energetic level. I mean, already the stream has come to life a lot more thoroughly. It's already started to narrow back out and maintain itself. I got that chunk I might come back and fix and straighten out. And this is literally a stream out of nowhere where I go and collect spring water from. Not from this stream, but it's actually the bathtub. I posted earlier a video of the bathtub. But, well, earlier, like a few months ago. This is like an upscaled add-on to that. And I just wanted to share and bring light to so many things people are missing in nature because they're too scared. The fear porn is terrible. The scare tactics. I mean, yes, I'm swarmed by bugs, but they belong here. They're part of nature. They're doing their job. Stop fearing their job. Stop fearing things that are here to help you instead of hurt you. I mean, it's getting ridiculous where people don't even leave their house. I mean, this sticky stuff I remember this sticking to my pants walking through the forest. You know that's actually, you can make a tea out of it and it's really good and healthy for you. I forget exactly, but I can look it up again. But I look everything up too online and write it down in a notebook. Because what you fail to realize is that AI is taking over and there's literally controversy messages on everything. Everything is made to scare you instead of use your own brain to figure it out. See, look at this. This is sour grass. You see that? It's got a sour, and yes, in some level it claims to be toxic. But I don't plan on eating this at a high level. It's all about balance. Hello. It's all about balance and what you eat. Literally picked it up and ate it out of here. But of course, it's an area where it's not sprayed frequently. But see, that's another part of this. If you're going to be scared of everything, realize the more you eat this in small amounts, the less toxic it will become. The more you integrate a little bit of nature at a time back into your system, the more it will support your body on a healthier, energetic level, and you'll heal naturally. I mean, everything was meant for Earth, and I think people are forgetting it. And some of this stuff, yeah, it may contain heavy metals, and that's what I want to talk about on my Patreon. For anyone checking out the Patreon, and then you notice part of the seaweed, yes, it contains heavy metals, but everything out here, because of the spray, at some point will contain heavy metals, because of chemtrails, whether you believe they exist or not. It's happening, but that's not a way to scare it, because Mother Nature filters and cleans all that out. And you can too. There's multiple ways through plants that actually bind all those heavy metals to help you pass them more thoroughly. So it's all a matter of getting your system slowly back into sync with itself, purging all the heavy metals once a week. Don't overdo it either. See, everything is moderation and balance. And I just wanted to do a quick, in case I didn't get to my live today, because that's what I've been doing. I've been doing authentic, real grid work down to the physical nature with my energies, because that's what we're meant to do. We're meant to come back into nature, help fix the planet, because it's literally fixing itself. I don't care what others say. This is my authentic truth. You can't change my words and say what you want, but this is my perspective, my beliefs, and my beliefs and perspectives are constantly evolving and changing as well. I may talk about one thing and then change it to something else or add to it. You don't need to keep a perspective. That's how, locked in a perspective. You're meant to expand. Your expansion happens with Earth, without you or not. And would you rather expand with Earth and regain all that knowledge we already had, or become become an AI bot? Because that's what they're trying to do to you. They're trying to turn you into AI, which we don't belong with electronics. We belong in nature. And whether you think it's okay to mix the two and two together, it's not going to happen, because you can't coincide one or the other until you fix the screw up first, because we went too far one way and not enough of both. In order to maintain that, you have to have a balance. And if AI is going to take over everything, that's not balance. So in a sense, AI is destroying that balance, and Mother Nature's fighting back. One with the heavy solar flares, volcanoes going off. It's going to keep happening. It's going to keep increasing until enough people start going, oh, I mean, even something as small grid work as clearing a stream. It's allowing that life force to get to where it needs to. Because what a lot don't realize is that this little bit of water, all the way in Wisconsin, will eventually all travel a little at a time to the ocean itself. So how much of this natural life force water are we choking off from the ocean as well? I mean, everything is supplied by these natural springs, and everyone would rather utilize them and turn them into drinking bottled water and destroy the earth. Why would you do that to a natural running spring that is meant to support your entire environment, not just greedy people with money? I'm probably being a little too extra, but I'm getting frustrated with people not using their common sense anymore, because it's like gone. No one's letting their intuition work anymore. You're allowing computers and electronic generated crap to take over. I mean, most of news isn't even real. Most of the stuff you see on Facebook isn't real. I noticed that the other day. I stopped and said, wait a minute. What am I doing posting in Facebook to a random, probably generated message from a robot getting information, testing our emotions? That's what they're doing. They're trying to figure out how to be us. And it will never happen because emotions are our power. And they can't take our power. Stop letting them take it. The more people with less emotions that can't fake, be more aware. I know there was a few I follow that I stopped following because of that. They're took over by mimics. Their higher selves are like mimicked over, and that's not their true higher self. There are ways to clear them and remove them as well, but you have to get off the internet for more frequently for it to happen. And that's what my guides are trying to get to me. Be authentic in what you do every day. Get off the internet more frequently. We're not meant to be on a mimic-induced, parasite-induced internet. It's all electronic parasites that just want to take energies that don't belong to them. And then once you have the internet and you realize there's beings as well hidden in the ethereal that get you too. So it's like, would you rather eliminate that electronic interference, completely cleanse and remove stuff from your body the natural, healthy, authentic way, or sit there and keep paying people that aren't healing anybody? They're not. $500 for some type of upgrade I can do in 5 minutes? Are you shitting me? Are you kidding me? People need to wake up. You can heal yourself. Get off the internet. I mean, I've been coming back on once in a while, but every single time I'm on, now I have to clear because they're getting heavy and thick in there because more and more people are aware of them and realizing it. So just try to be mindful. Every time you leave the internet, you got to do a deep, thorough cleanse and remove that. And it might even be affecting me more because I've done the work, and so now they want to intervene and stop me from doing what I'm doing. So then you'll have that increase, of course. But you're more stronger than they are. Stop letting them get the upper hand. I just figured I better send a message out and post this video and help people become more aware how messed up things are, how people lie. There's mimics working with government through people you don't realize, through people that say they're this and they're not. It's just, you got to learn to be yourself. It's the only way to get through it. Again, hello, and this is me having a wonderful grounding experience, trying to heal this stream and let it flow to get to the ocean to do its job. Because look we can repair and regardless of what we do, it regenerates all the time. Just be more mindful. Help when you can, and there's no you can't. No, don't even go there. That's brainwash again. That's the human conditioning system telling you what you can and cannot do. Don't listen to other people, especially AI, tell you what you can and cannot do. That's just ridiculous. And like this thing I follow once in a while. If nature didn't make it, don't take it. I love that saying. I'm going to start, and see, as not original as that is, it still resonates. If nature didn't make it, don't take it. It makes a lot of sense. And see, that's AI again, trying to use things that humans should be doing in the first place against us. In a positive way, it's messed up. So that everything is twisted. It's up to us to get back to nature and fix and heal things, regardless how long this is here. I'm going to keep coming here until I move. Maybe I don't need to move. Maybe I can, and I have a GoFundMe trying to raise money to fix my car, to spread awareness like this. I would love to spread more awareness and travel through parks and rivers, streams. More like streams, more like more conservation in spring areas. You guys have a spring? Anyone connected to a spring? I mean, even something simple as taking an hour to weed it out and clear the BS so it can flow freely is the most grid work ever you will ever do on the internet. And that's why I haven't been live for a while too. I've been healing and clearing Because literally every time I jump in someone's live and talk on someone else's channel, because I was helping London, I post him, I share him once in a while. He has amazing ideas. Totally different perspective from most I follow. But you should check it out. Some of it is kind of negative, but there's a point to it, I'm sure. And not everything was negative. So, and he comes up with great ideas, and I really feel like that's actually like something that just deters the algorithm. I mean, you got to break up the algorithm, and that's why I'm posting this wonderful grounding video to help you understand more about nature. The only reason things are toxic to us is because we have fell so far from it. Really, anything is helpful. Even nettles, stinging nettles that cause blisters, actually cooking the stinging part off and eating it makes a great tea. I mean, just because some of it is not good for us doesn't mean it ain't good for us, which is kind of funny. So if it gives you blisters from the stinging nettles and you break out, maybe eating the nettles more frequently in a tea, and frequently like in every other day or more than at least once, you would slowly acclimate yourself to those nettles, and maybe you won't break out anymore. I mean, it's just an idea. It's a thought. It's a perspective to think about. Why is anything toxic to us when we're of earth and should be connected in a way it shouldn't be that poisonous? Same with, there's so many animals that use poisonous stuff to their advantage. Even millipedes. These koala bears will rub themselves and make themselves silly with millipedes as protection. I mean, come on. There are some serious things in nature people totally don't even think about just because of that connection. I watch tons of informative stuff about animals and a lot of things, and everyone's just getting too far from not even knowing what a piece of grass is. They're in the city way too long, not even remembering what all this green is. Look at this. I'm surrounded by green. It's just amazing. And even the pine cone needles help. Pine cone needles contain that quercetin or quinine or whatever they're called. It's supposed to help against a lot of stuff. I mean, there's a lot of stuff you can make herbal remedies out of just about anything out here. And research it thoroughly, of course. I have a book for that. So I don't ever go out unprepared either. So be prepared. Get books that tell you. Read up on it. Write it down on paper, because that AI is changing information all the time as well. I noticed something that should help other people is suddenly said that it don't. So it's like, you better start writing things down, because they're changing it before we know it. It's getting crazy. Now, especially everything is loaded with heavy metals. Just do a detox. That's what I wanted to talk about too. And I'm going to include a whole bunch of detox in my Patreon. Multiple ways to detox. I'll put it in Patreon because so many people talk about it. So I'm going to add it to my Patreon. My ways of doing it. And I add a little twist to everything. Oh, there's a cardinal. Look at that. See, it's amazing out here. Oh, where'd it go? Man, look at that. A red cardinal. It's just awesome out here. It sucks I live in an apartment. Honestly, if someone were to pay me to travel and do conservation stuff and healing updates and all sorts, I would, man. Because people don't understand the concept of real grid work anymore. It's not all internet. It's not all... You're taking advantage of energy that you don't even understand. You're using energy devices and energy you don't understand the connections to either. I mean, it takes hard discernment to realize you're being duped by someone. Most healing is done with mimics. They're mimicking, and so it's not real healing. And they can mimic your energy to a point, but you can heal and clear. Then I forgot to push record while I was talking a lot. I was jabbering for no reason. But I was going to say, you need to get off the internet, man, because there's nothing there, man. Everybody wants all these inventions. Cool, but invent it off the internet. Don't use AI for nothing. I mean, crystals hold energy. Crystals hold, and yeah, you may not understand it now because you're at a low vibration. Raise your vibrations. Seriously is a thing. You raise them vibrations, you'll start feeling energy too. It's not just me. I know it's not just me. It's called y'all need to remove a whole lot of stuff and cleanse your system out. You gotta clean everything out so you can feel again. Get your senses back. Even your sense of smell will start coming back. And a lot stronger. And then people say they connect to this and they connect to that. Are you really? Is that a mimic? Is that a mimic taking over your higher self, or taking over one of your guides, or even posing as a guide, not real? I think that's where a lot of the demonic stuff comes from, is fractured parasites and fractured AI. I mean, people don't understand. There's just crazy stuff going on. It's deeper than just demons and other stuff. There's way more to it. There's a high difference in energy, that's for sure. And learning to decipher through the difference is really hard. I'm still working on it myself, constantly. But I gotta get going. It's starting to get a little too buggy because it's starting to get dark out. The light is fading. It is probably like 8 o'clock. So I better let you go. Thanks for watching this short video. I'll just start posting more videos. Keep you in check and in tune if that's easier, because I really don't want to be on the internet any longer than I have to anymore, because it's just a cesspool of bad energy. So thanks for stopping and seeing this video. Hopefully it was grounding and helpful. And just remember, if nature didn't make it, don't take it. Start getting back to natural foods, clearing out them bad foods. Anything enriched is not good when they take away the good stuff. Oh, look at that. Look at them clouds. Alright, we'll end on a cloud floating by. And a military craft in the background.